Cub Cadet starts right up, runs 15 to 20 seconds and then shuts right off without a sputter. LGTX 1050.
You say you charged battery? Is battery voltage above 12 volts when you start? There is a fuel solenoid in the carburetor that closes the main jet. It requires 12 volts to stay open. If it does not stay open, engine stops immediately. Will engine restart immediately?
Normally yes, sometimes acts like flooded out the first couple tries then fires and runs about 10 seconds.
Does the fuel solenoid click each time key is turned on and off?
I don't hear it, but I will have to check with my hearing aid in. Some high sounds I don't hear without the hearing aid. I will check voltage and solenoid out and get back with you.
Feel the solenoid. You can feel it make each time key is turned on and off. You don in number 39. Have to hear it.
I hear clicking behind the dash panel when I turn the key on. I checked the battery voltage and could not get a reading, tried it on my zero-turn Troy built and got a voltage reading. The battery cranks the engine over without a problem but does not show a voltage reading. We have to run over to the next town and get a battery from Rural King and see if that fixes the problem. It is the original battery but only have used the mower 50 hours during the last 3 summers. I had a trickle charger on the mower during the winter, then took it off the other day to try mowing the yard. I made 2 round trips around the yard before it died. Makes sense, I could have been losing voltage while mowing and the battery recharged enough on its own to operate the solenoid again. We'll get back with you after I get the battery.
Okay, and LT, thanks.
Okay, got back home and put the battery in the Cub Cadet. I turned the key to start it and it fired up for about 5 seconds and stalled out like it wasn't getting gas this time, didn't shut off immediately at high RPM like before but tapered down and running. Attempts to restart have failed even though the starter is cranking it strong. Could it be the fuel solenoid then? If so, where is this located on the mower? Do I need to take the engine shroud off? Under the hood on the right side I saw 3 blade fuses which I took out and checked which all were okay. What would be the next move other than fire insurance fraud?
Carburetor is below the air cleaner assembly. The solenoid is in the bottom of the carburetor. You should be able to see and get to the solenoid without any disassembly. It screws out of the carburetor and you can remove the inner parts and reinstall it as a dummy for a test.
Okay, we'll give that a try in the morning. If it fires up, then that is telling me the fuel solenoid is bad then. Thank you. Ben.
Yes, it is an anti-backfire solenoid, and it is supposed to keep engine from backfiring once the key is turned off hot. Older engines did not have them, and Udon number 39, needed to be working.
Okay, took the hood off and was able to see the solenoid from the bottom. Black and white wire connector was secured to the solenoid by a nylon zip tie which I had to snip off. Unplugged the connector to the solenoid and proceeded to turn the solenoid counterclockwise. After 20 or more rotations, I figured it does not screw off and must have a compression O-ring that slides over bubble flare or it is fastened on the inside of the carb bowl. I didn't want to pry on it if it doesn't come off that way. In the meantime I loosened the hose coming from the fuel tank to the fuel pump and had gas flowing there. I then loosened the hose going from the fuel pump to the carb and had gas flowing there. I take it that the third hose to the fuel pump is a vacuum hose. The whole engine is sucking at this time. Your next advice, please.
Does the fuel solenoid click when key is turned off and on? It has a hex on the bowl end, that takes a thin wrench to remove it. It does screw in. http://outdoorpowerinfo.com/repairs/kohler_command_v twin_nikki_carb.asp.
It is rounded and smooth on the bottom. Thus is the 25 horsepower Courage 725cc engine. LGTX 1050 with electric or power assist steering. I didn't hear it click when I turned the key on before I unplugged it.
http://www.kohlerengines.com/online-a-catalog/pdf/sm_catalog/pdf. I sent link on carb. And here is the link for the engine service manual showing the carbs.
Okay, recheck the solenoid and it is about the size and length of a small car turn signal flasher. We'll check out the link.
OK and GT.
http://www.kohlerengines.com/online-a-catalog/pdf/sm_32_690_01.pdf is the only link I got.
http://outdoorpower-info.com/repairs/kohler_command_v twin_nikki_carb.asp.
The one on my mower doesn't look anything like this on shown. Mine has a 2-wire plug that plugs into it, red and black. I have taken a picture of it but haven't figured a way to import it to this thread. Could the regular solenoid be causing my problem? I think that one is located under the seat area by the battery box. I have a thought meeting to go to and will be back around 8 p.m.
Can you find the engine numbers? Does your unit? Looks like the solenoid does not hold the bowl. Do you see any screws above the solenoid at the top of the bowl-shaped part? Has to be a means of removing the cup. Model will be similar to SV730 12345. The starter solenoid near battery has nothing to do with this.
Trying 5 picks this time.
The outer coil has to come off the solenoid, it is holding on the bowl. With the outer cover with the coil in it, we'll leave the inner stud. It will screw out. The question is, how does the cover come off? Maybe it does not. I see a notch at the lower end of the cover. I wonder if you put a small screw drive in the notch, would it catch the inner core and loosen it? This appears to be a new style solenoid and I don in number 39, find it listed. Only thing listed is new carburetor with it already on it. Your model is SV730-3044. https://www.partstree.com/parts/kohler-engines/engines vertical/SV730-3044 Kohler SV730 engine Courage MTD 25 horsepower 18.6 kW/fuel system group 83234/.
I checked with the Cub Cadet dealer today to see when my dad had purchased the LGTX 1050. Purchase date was May 15, 2013. It still has 24 days of warranty left on it. I'm going to haul it to the dealer tomorrow and let them deal with it. Thank you for your help. My email is at. If you want me to let you know what they find wrong with it, let me know how to contact you. Thank you, Doug.
Good choice. Please accept to close the question. Thanks.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.